Number 2, have any of your students or staff members come across your YouTube channel? Students, staff, Marcel, principal.
First video that he watched was a video that Jamila and I were debating on if we were going to re-sign our contract. So he was all up in the video like, well, are you gonna re-sign?
No electric, yeah. It's getting hectic. 777, yeah. 777, yeah.
Hey y'all, so today we wanted to come to you guys and give you a finally most requested Q&A video. Now look, I think it's about 40 questions.
40 questions.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna try to answer these questions very short and quick.
Quick and straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
So let's go ahead and get started.
And don't mind Jamila, she's just wanted to match me today, so she has on one of my old Valdosta can no longer fit state shirts, and I have on my Valdosta state shirt.
I wanted to match honey. I wanted to match you, honey.
Yes, but for those who don't know, Jamila went to
Tuskegee.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, so the first question is from Asia. She's asking, first of all, she asked me for my favorite makeup products. I would say lip products. I love lip products. Honey, how many lip products would you say I have?
At least 40.
At least 40, 50. I might have 100, honestly, honey.
You probably do.
I need to count. It can be lipstick, lip gloss, lip liner. Question for the both of us. How is it being married at a young age?
I wouldn't even say.
Yeah, I don't even feel young. I feel old.
Do we need to tell them how old we are?
I don't care. I don't feel like when we got married, the age we were married at was, you were 26, I was 28.
Yeah.
So we got married at 26, 28.
Right.
Is that a young age to get married at? That's kind of young, honey.
I feel like that's like the prime time to get married. I feel like there's some folk who get married at like
21,
24.
18, 19.
Right.
That's what we feel like is young. But she may feel that that is a young age.
True.
So how does it feel?
It felt good.
It feels good.
It was time. I knew I didn't want to be with anyone else other than Jamila.
Yeah, and same for me.
And it was like the timing was perfect. You know, we had already been together for what, like 4 years.
Yeah.
And no need to prolong the situation. We just wound up getting married. It felt good. It felt like everything was meant to be. You know, we found the perfect venue. The venue
Everything
worked
just
out.
flowed. Everything just flowed, and that's like the commonality in our relationship period. It's like whenever stuff just flows, it feels good. That's what we do.
Just move on it.
Yeah.
But it feels great. I'm happy to be married to you.
I'm happy to be married to you too. Now, everything ain't perfect. I don't want to paint that picture. We get mad at each other. We fuss. We argue. I honestly don't understand how some couples say they don't argue. How can two people that don't know each other, that didn't know each other beforehand, grew up in two different households, and I don't know.
Two different ways of looking at life.
Yeah, I just can't see it. But we are not perfect, but we do work to like continue to love each other and be there for each other, be kind to each other, and forgive each other, be patient with each other.
Yes.
Yes. And do you guys like being home together every day, or do you miss having your time apart at work?
There's actually, you know what's funny? When the quarantine first started and people started making quarantine and chill jokes, some people like, Lord, the divorce rate is gonna go up because people aren't like with each other all day.
Speaking for myself, go ahead, tell you.
But I don't feel that way. I feel like I've been enjoying every single day.
I love every moment. Like Honey said it like a week ago. I said it last night. It's like, what are we gonna do when we gotta go back to work? We're so used to being around each other 24 hours now to where it's gonna
be sad.
It's gonna be so sad
when it's time to go back to work. But we normally go through that after our summer break is over. But now that we've been in the house with each other since like March, it's gonna
hurt even more.
Right.
All right, next up we got Lisa. Lisa says, hi guys. I love Jamila's live the other day on how to put on lashes. My questions are, will you guys be thinking of having kids anytime soon? Short and sweet and cute.
Jamila and I, we've talked about it.
Yeah.
But we haven't come to like a
definite answer.
Yeah.
But sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Thought about it. I would love to have kids, but I don't know if
It just gotta be the right time.
It's going back to number 1.
I know COVID-19 is going on, but any future trips planned?
I actually, a couple days ago, just canceled
like
a hotel.
1 day ago, Marcel had to cancel the hotel.
I had a hotel scheduled in Miami since like March time, and I
just canceled.
Yeah, I was being optimistic. I was like, well, maybe by the time the end of summer, you know, things will be back to normal, but they're not. And Florida's a bad spot to be at, especially because a lot of people are going there for vacation,
right? And
just had to cancel. Next question says, where do you all want to go for your next vacation? Well, I would love to go to Hawaii.
Oh, and I would love to go back to Paris.
Yeah. How many kids do you want?
I've always wanted 7, but at this point, I would be fine with 1 or like a set of twins.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be dope to have twins. I don't want to put twins on Jamila because it means she got to carry 2 babies at once. But I think my sweet goal would be like 2. Preferably like a boy and a girl. Is there anything you would change about your new house? I would say only thing that I would definitely change, which I feel like we're eventually going to, is our sink faucet in the kitchen. I wanted something like a little bit more fancy.
Yeah, we may change the faucet.
The first house that we were going to get had
like a sprinkler.
Yeah, it had like a sprinkler system attached to it where you could detach the hose. This one, it kind of gave us a standard. We still like it. It's durable, but I kind of want something a little bit fancier. That's the only thing.
And the basement, you definitely got to change the basement and like finish it.
Get the basement finished, right? If you could move to another state, what would it be? I don't even think I would want to move.
I would move to Texas.
Texas?
Yeah, maybe. Or Texas. Because it's still southern, but it's still like a big city.
What part of Texas?
I don't know what part, maybe Dallas. You said nowhere.
Next question is from Dazzling DG. What were the pros and cons of distant learning?
Pros. The pros were you get to work from home, work in your pajamas. The cons, the students were not working, or they knew that their grades could not decrease, so a lot of them stopped working. So that was one of the cons. What about you?
Pros, definitely, you got to work from home. It was a safer environment, and I felt really comfortable working from my home, from my house. The cons would be kind of just to echo what Jamila said. A lot of the students were really not participating in their work, and it was slightly unorganized because we just jumped on to remote learning.
Yeah, just frazzling.
So it was like, we were figuring things as it happened, and unfortunately for the students, I feel like, you know, they kind of felt the impact a little bit. It's like one teacher's using this software, one teacher's using this website.
Yeah, it was a lot. For teachers, parents, students, it was a lot.
Right. Next question. How long have you been teaching?
We've been teaching since 2015, so this new year we'll be going into our 6th year.
That's crazy. Time has been flying.
Yeah.
Like, we're like on the second half of the 10-year mark.
Right.
That's crazy to even think about. Why did you choose science?
I've always loved science. So in high school I was into science. College, major in science.
Right.
So grad school, major in science. So teaching science.
And I always liked biology because I was always like an outdoors kind of kid. Always like animals. Always like
Marcel knows every animal, every plant. He knows so much stuff. We can see something on the ground. Marcel be like, oh, that's a pistol. And it grows in the winter and it eats seeds from a sunflower. I'm like, how do you know this stuff?
She's exaggerated.
No, honey, that's what you, no, that's how you are.
That's how you feel?
Yes, I do.
Well, I appreciate it. And Dazzling DG's last question says, if you could choose any other professional job, what would it be and why?
I would love to be an esthetician. Like I talk about this sometimes. I told you I would love to go to like esthetician school and become like a facialist or like do people's nails, but I don't want to touch people's feet. But I would love to like design nails. I don't even know if I want to shape the nail, but I would like can you be hired on to just do the designs? Like I'll just come in and just do designs on people's nails or like do people's hair or something. I like that realm of professionalism.
Because you do that a lot in the house. There's plenty of times where I've told Jamila, like, man, you need to get this down packed because like Jamila literally has a whole nail salon set up in the guest bedroom, and she's just really passionate about it. And I was like, you need to think about doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do lashes too. I can do people's lashes too. I'm sorry, y'all. Marcel got eyelashes.
Yeah, I just wiped my face before I came down. But for me, I would say that I would love to be like a videographer for like Animal Planet or like BBC, like and just be able to like shoot animals out in the wild. Now it gets crazy out in the wild because you out there with all the mosquitoes, all the bugs, the snakes, and they just all in your face. But I think that would be like really cool to be able to like shoot like live footage of like whales, chimpanzees. But if not that, something else that relates to animals. I don't know if I want to be like a veterinarian because I don't want to like have the life of an organism like in my hand. But something that deals with animals.
Would you own a zoo?
That would be cool. But then it's like zoos are like kind of like
oh yeah, like
so like would it be like a zoo or a sanctuary?
Yeah. So Rodney asks, can you explain your home building process?
So for us, the neighborhood that we live in, we were kind of the last phase of development. So we actually missed the cut, unfortunately, to where we were able to pick and choose in the design center what type of floors we want, cabinetry,
we didn't pick anything.
Any of that. So that's the reason why we decided to relocate from the first house in the neighborhood to where we currently live, because we love the format, but we hated the color design scheme, the color scheme that they chose.
Because they basically had everything already pre-picked.
Right.
Because like you said, we were the last ones. Like we're literally the last house to be built on this street. Yeah. So
literally, we're like the last basement lot, last.
Yeah, we didn't have the luxury to choose anything.
But I would like really love to have that experience.
Yeah, get to pick out everything. All right, next question is from Ricardo. Ricardo is asking, who makes the beats we're hearing in the videos? I break out into a freestyle every time. They always slapping.
I remember this question. I remember when I first saw it popped up. So we, I know we got a couple folks who follow us who make their own videos. We have a subscription with Epidemic Sound. We go to the hip hop and we just go through the filters and we just play with songs.
And we pay for it?
Yeah, it's like $15 a month. But the cool thing about paying $15 a month is that, of course, you know, we're accruing revenue from the channel, on our channel, and during tax season, since technically a couple days ago was like the last day to submit your taxes. Yesterday, we can write off $15 times 12, you know, for the whole year, and we can write off because it's a business expense. So if you have a YouTube channel, always consider that, because the money that you make on YouTube, they don't take taxes out of it. And you can always, you want to find a way to kind of offset that balance sheet. But all right, but Ricardo, appreciate that, man. All right, next question is from Danielle Moody. It says, hello to one of my fave couples. Thank you. It says, question on finances. When moving in together with a partner, how did you guys do it when you first started out?
Did you automatically?
Oh, I thought we were doing, okay. Did you automatically join them, or did you keep everything separate? How did you handle bills starting out? I'm entering into a new phase where I'll be living with one of my partners, well, with my partner soon. Sorry, not one of your partners. I'll be living with my partner soon, and I'm always curious as to how other couples merge finances. Recently rewatched a 50-30-20 rule video for tips 2, trying to soak up all the knowledge I can. Love you guys, keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
I feel like you should do what works for you all. So it may not be a complete 50-50 where y'all split the bills, or it may be that you need to do that. You may need to just split everything down the middle. Or if one person's making a little more, then they'll take on a little more responsibility. So it's all just dependent upon what you guys can afford and what you guys can, you know, take care of or not take care of. And what you need help in, what you may not need help in. So just be fair with each other.
Yeah, and I like that part that you talked about when you said if one person makes more money, then they should take on the you know, a little bit more, because I feel like a lot of times when people try to split bills 50-50, it's like, do you all salary
it's no salary 50-50.
So like you got one person making 80,000, other person making 50,000. That 50% may not mean the same to one person versus the other.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I want to say.
Water.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Listen, while Jamila goes to get some water, can you bring some water too?
Yes.
I think the biggest thing about finances, especially when you're living with a significant other, is that you have to be open and you have to be clear and not be afraid to talk about finances. I feel like a lot of times it's confusion about finances that causes riffles within a relationship. Thank you. So just be open. Just say, hey, honey, hey, babe. Can we talk about
Sweetie?
Whatever your nickname, your pet name is for your spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance. Just say, hey, you know, I want us to talk about this before we move, because you don't want an issue to arise.
Or you don't want to assume that something's going to be something that it's not. You need to discuss things. You need to make sure y'all understand, have a clear understanding of what it is and what it ain't.
Right. All right, but thanks for that question, Danielle. Next question is from Orlane. It says, when are you guys having a baby? Kind of had that question already. Whenever the time is right. I feel like sooner than later. If I had to predict, but not like a next month soon, but like soon. All right, who's the better cook?
We laughed at this when we first saw it.
Me.
Y'all, I don't know, Marcel. Once I teach, like he doesn't know, the thing of it is, he doesn't know the recipes. But once I tell him the recipes and he actually cooks it, he might be up there with me.
This question from Justin Williams. It says, hey, Jamila, Marcel. What's up, Justin? Marcel, where's your family from? Your mom sounds like she's from New England. My mom's not from Boston. My mom is born and raised in Brooklyn.
All right, Annie has 3 questions for us, honey. Maybe even more. 4 questions. If not teaching, what else would you have both done? We've already talked about that. Number 2, have any of your students or staff members come across your YouTube channel? And if so, what were their reactions? Yes.
All the time.
Students, staff. Marcel said when he went, he had to go to the school at the end of the school year. His principal announced to the whole cafeteria, oh, it's Marcel, he got a YouTube channel. I was in Leverett.
Yes. And it was funny because he said that the first video that he watched, or the video that he mentioned, was a video that Jamila and I were debating on if we were going to re-sign our contract. So he was all up in the video like, well, are you gonna re-sign?
That's hilarious.
So that was funny.
You gotta stop moving in this regular chair and then we get some oil on it. Have you ever vacationed outside the US other than on a cruise? Yes. Not with each other.
Right, not with each other.
But
when we were younger.
Yeah, when we were younger.
College. You went to Paris.
Yeah.
And I've been to Jamaica.
A few places when you were younger.
Jamila and
as a child.
Yeah, as a child.
Alright, one more for me. Michelle is asking, well, first she says, hey, Jamila and Marcel. Then she says, first I want to say I love you and your channel. My questions are, where did y'all meet and how long have y'all had Blue? So we met in grad school at Georgia State University, and we've had Blue since January of 2015.
Yep.
And we started dating in 2014.
Yep.
Yes. All right. And these are yours, honey.
All right. Monica. What's up, Monica? Monica's my old coworker. Yeah, Monica, yeah. We used to work together before I started teaching. Monica says, what are some of the pros and cons of being a homeowner? I feel like a pro. I was saying this to Jamila the other day. It's like, I really don't mind paying the mortgage, or like when the mortgage is debited out of the account, because I feel like the actual money is going towards something. Like, we're actually making an investment.
Yes.
And I feel like now I understand why being a homeowner is so important, because it's an investment. You own actual property, real estate.
Yeah, it gives you a sense of ownership. It's yours.
Pros, I was saying to Jamila the other day that when it was time to pay the mortgage, like, I actually got excited about paying the mortgage, because it's like it's going towards an investment of real estate, something that we can potentially own, like, completely all day. Whereas when we were at the townhouse, it felt like we were just giving money away. Like, I hated paying the rent because it felt like we were just paying for like permission to stay there.
Yeah.
But it's like now it's like we're actually paying something for us that we can own.
And then a con would be the same thing. It's your own. So it's your responsibility. If the sink gets stopped up, we gotta fix it, honey.
You're right. 100% responsible.
I mean, we have warranty, so we can call it warranty services. But shoot, it's your responsibility.
That's the whole thing, yeah. Because if you're renting, you can just put in a quick work order. Say, hey, come fix this.
You see a bug, come spray. But no, we gotta pay for bug, pest services.
Right, all that. But all right, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate everyone who has contributed to the questions.
Yes.
And we will see you all in our next video.
Bye.